News I-Team has been covering Alligator Alcatraz, the detention camp in the Everglades that stirred controversy. We've reported on its high construction costs and how expensive it would be to evacuate prisoners during a hurricane.
Yeah, now Democrats and environmental groups are now suing to shut it down. And our latest Waste Watch investigation looks at the issues in detail. Here's CBS 12's I-Team Chief Mike Magnoli.
Let me simplify this for you. A federal judge ruled for the Democrats and the environmentalists, and for a minute it looked like Alligator Alcatraz would end operations. But then the DeSantis team went to the appeals court, and they've won there. But this is far from over. Now there are other higher courts to appeal to. So just how much is the state spending to defend Alligator Alcatraz? There are 4 legal battles unfolding about the future of Alligator Alcatraz. In all of the 4 cases, the state must defend itself against the parties who are suing. Here's what the I-Team has been able to uncover about the state's mounting legal bills in 3 of the cases. In the case filed by the Friends of the Everglades, the firm of Boies, Schiller, and Flexner is representing Florida's EOG, that's the Executive Office of the Governor, and they're under contract for $150,000. In the case filed by Florida's Immigration Coalition, the same firm is charging $875 an hour. In the case filed by the ACLU, the firm Schutz & Bowen has a contract with the state for $100,000. Now that's just grazing the surface because right now many of the documents that would potentially have more details about the state's legal bills aren't publicly available. Here's Democrat Representative Anna Eskamani.
We've been tracking contracts as aggressively as possible. These lawsuits are going to go upwards of hundreds and thousands of dollars to defend them. These are lawyers that are being very, very well compensated, oftentimes hiring law firms that have connections to the DeSantis administration. When I was a witness on this case and was cross-examined, I was cross-examined by private attorneys hired by the state of Florida and by the U.S. Department of Justice. So there's state dollars and federal dollars being spent to defend not just the Everglades detention camp, but of course, the lack of due process, the vigilante-style immigration enforcement around the country. And so these are our tax dollars that could be used in much more thoughtful ways to reinvest in our communities versus defend unconstitutional projects and policies.
There are sure to be more appeals and more legal challenges. Alligator Alcatraz continues to run. Whether you're for or against the facility, your Florida tax dollars are paying the state's lawyers to keep fighting. I've received a statement from the Attorney General's office responding to this story. It says, of course we're going to defend Alligator Alcatraz. We won a stay at the appeals court because we were right, and the court blocked Judge Williams from proceeding with the case until the appeal is complete. If the left is so worried about taxpayer funds, they should stop bringing frivolous lawsuits against the state. So, yeah, Alligator Alcatraz continues to be a hot potato. I'm Mike Magnoli, CBS 12 News.
Well, attorneys for detainees at Alligator Alcatraz are calling conditions there wholly inadequate. They are citing a lack of access to legal representation. In a new filing tied to a potential class action lawsuit, they claim that the facility is out of compliance with federal immigration and detention standards, with week-long delays to meet their clients. Well, the attorneys are now asking a judge to order state and federal officials to guarantee timely, confidential attorney-client communication.